Hey, what is up guys? My name is Josh and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now today's video is going to be a little different here on my channel. It's going to be a little more different content, and that's because I want to go over the fundamentals of how to trade. I get asked so many times on Discord, hey, can you please teach me how to trade? Hey, can you make a video on how to trade? And today, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to split this video up into multiple different parts, or basically two different parts. And I want to go over how to set up trading and what to look for when you are trading. But before we get into this video, remember, if you do like this video, you do get a free Dominus Imperius. Yes, that is right. It is not a scam. I guarantee you, if you like this video, go to your Roblox inventory. That Dominus Imperius will be in your inventory. I promise you. Now, for the first segment of this video, I want to go over how to get into trading. I'm gonna go over basically what you need to get into trading, how to send trades, where to find trades, and also look at what your items are worth, and also buying limiteds and getting started into trading. Now, first off, you do need premium to send trades, and you do need Robux to buy these limited. So if we go over here and go to this little premium tab over here on the side of your screen, it will take you to go and buy premium. It is completely up to you on which premium pass you do want to go for. I usually go for the $5 a month one because that's really all you need. These other ones don't really give you anything else besides a little extra Robux. But if you really want to start trading, I think the $20 one a month is great for your buck. This will give you that 2,000 Robux for you to go and buy limiteds. On the topic of Robux, I see a lot of people saying, hey, just buy 400 Robux for you to get started. Yes, you can go buy small items and you can start trading, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be super difficult. If you really want to get into trading, at least get 2,000 to 3,000, maybe even 5,000. If you can, go for 5,000 Robux, and that will help you get items that are worth your value, and that will help you boost your start into trading. If you can't really afford it, ask for Robux for Christmas. Just wait it out. And I know it's June, but hey, if your birthday's coming up, ask for Robux, and it'll help you a lot more than just buying 400 Robux and getting an egg or a small limited like a noob assist. But yes, those do work, but I'm gonna tell you right now that you might need at least 5,000 Robux just so you can buy items and get further into trading and faster and getting more demand items. Now that we got the first step out of the way of getting into your basic fundamental to where that you need to start trading, I want to show you guys how to send trades. Now let's go ahead and go over to my friend Simp Jacko's profile, and I want to show you guys how to trade off a Roblox profile. Now usually the way traders usually set up their profiles is they're going to have it to where you have to follow them to send a trade or possibly be a friend. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over here, you're going to click the follow button. I'm already his friend, so I can go ahead and send him items, but you're going to follow them, and you're going to be able to send them trades. But again, if you click these three little dots and go to on the trade items, of course it's going to take you over to the trades tab, and it's going to allow you to select your trade. And now we're at the trade tab. You see our items, you see the items they have, but you don't really know what the value of these items are. That's where Rollimons comes in hand. Rollimons is a perfect site for your trading needs. It's got anything from knowing the value, it's got update changes, you can check players' profiles and inventories, but you can also see what items are worth. If we look into this guy's item inventory and say, hey, I want his classic fedora. Go over to Rollimons, click the search button, go to items, and search up classic fedora. As you can see, the classic fedora is worth 100,000 Robux here in the value. So I select items, I got about 75,000 value here, and about 20,000 value there, and another 20,000 value there. That's going to be my value into upgrading to a classic fedora. There's a lot of terminology whenever it comes to upgrading to items, and I'm gonna get to that, I promise you. But basically, that's how you send trades. You're gonna go down here, click the make offer button, and that's just the fundamental of how you send a trade. Now I want to go back to the topic of Rollimons. This website, again, it's a wonderful website. It's not only just a website to help you trade, but it's going to offer you opportunities in learning how to know your value of your item and also know the demand of your item. If you go over here to the trading tab here on Rollimons, you can see trading ads. Here on trading ads, you can basically see what people are offering and what they're wanting for their items. As you can see here, this person's got Dominus Perfectus, Valkyrie Helm, Classic Fedora, and Ice Valkyrie Helm. These items are really high demand items, so they're going to be worth quite a bit. Now what they're asking is more demand items, which I will get to about demand items, and I will tell you how they work. And they're also asking for any's, and it's going to be an upgrade or downgrade on any of their items. Rollimons also has a feature called value changes. Here you can go see what the changes of the values throughout these items are here on Roblox, and it will tell you basically what has changed, what's stable, what's not stable, what's dropping, what's raising. And a good example is the value change on the Black Vault Shades. Now they went up a good 20,000 value. Again, with the Silver King of the Night, it did go up a good 28,000 value. It's gone from 26 to 28, and it's now stable. This is a high demand item, and it's a sought after crown that a lot of people want to go after and wear on their avatar. So that's a perfect item to get when you're trading. Another good offer Rollimons offers is the trade calculator. The trade calculator is what I use a lot of the times to basically help me trade and learn the value of my set item. So say I wanted to trade off my Arctic Commando and my Frozen Horns. That's 210,000 value that I can play with. Now both of these are pretty good items. I know this gets 20k OP, and I know this gets an OP as well. So if I wanted to upgrade it into an item, or possibly send a trade and get people to figure out what I want, so that's basically what I'm offering. What I want to request is, say someone offered me Clockwork headphones here on the select or on the request side. Clockwork headphones do also get a OP. That's an even value change. That way I can see what the value difference and the wrap difference on these items are. So basically that's how your trade calculator works. It's a great tool, and I recommend you use it to understand what you are offering in for return. Now Rollimons also has a player tab where you can look up players and see what items they have. Say I wanted to look up my friend YT Kevy. Here, as you can see, it pulls up his chart of what his value and wrap changes have been, and you can also see what rank he is. You can see if they're online or offline. You can see how many limiteds they have, their wrap, and their value. If you scroll down, you can see his inventory. Say he had an item that I wanted, let's say this Rex. Okay, I can look at this Rex and be like, oh cool, he has a Rex, and I can send him a trade. Click over here, click on send a trade, and it will take you over to your profile and allow you to trade him. I also use this tab to my advantage. That way I know what items people have, and that way I can send them a trade. Say, hey, this guy sent me a trade for my Frozen Horns, but he only sent me an item that's worth 40,000 value. Okay, that's not nearly enough, because of course my Frozen Horns are worth 75,000 value, so I'm going to replace that with other items that he has to equal the value of my item that I'm giving. Now another good source on knowing where to trade is Trade Hangout. Trade Hangout is of course the #1 trading place here on Roblox, and it is filled with a lot of traders that are here to trade with you and trade your items. Trade Hangout will have a list of items and players that are in the server, and you can basically go up to them and ask them, hey, if I give you this item, what will you give in return? Hey, can I offer on your Dominus Perfectus? Hey, can I offer on your super happy face? Trade Hangout is a great source to go to if you don't really know where to send a trade, or if you're looking for a trade And it's also a great place to go and learn more about trading, because there's tons of people here at Trade Hangout that are willing to help you. Now the next thing I really want to go over is buying limiteds to start your trading process. If you go over here, go to the avatar shop and you go to collectibles and click on all collectibles, and you click on this little tab that says relevancy. Click on relevance and click on possibly best selling or even price to low. For the example I'm going to use best selling because these are the items that you know people want. Let's use Sinister Branches for example. Sinister Branches is a good demand item that a few people in the starting process use. Same as in Black Iron Commando or your Skater Hat or your Chill Cap Shaggy. These items are good to use, but the thing is, they're small. Small items are hard to trade off. So say you start out with 5,000 Robux. 5,000 Robux is going to get you quite a bit. You can get you some Sinister Branches, you can get a Shaggy, you can get a Cuddle Koala, Chill Cat, you can also get Black Iron Commando. Now another really good item that you can get for that 5,000 Robux price is you can get Beautiful Space Hair. Beautiful Space Hair and or Perfectly Legit are some of the two top items to start off with. These items will help you trade, and trust me, it's gonna pay off. So it's better to start out with more than what you need. Right, so now that I showed you how to start getting into trading, I want to show you about understanding the value of your item or item. Now basically what I'm going to be going over in this segment would be the demand in your items, how to determine your value and wrap of your item, OPing and lowballing your item, and upgrading and downgrading your item. Now let's use the best selling tab here on the collectibles items to see what demand items really are. A lot of these small priced Robux items are going to be demand or best selling because they're cheap. People will buy them. But let's use Sinister Branches as an example. Sinister Branches is a demand item, but it's fairly cheap, but it's fairly expensive. These items are going to be in demand because people want them, people are going to buy them. And same with the Black Iron Commando. It's a commando series does amazing, and it's the cheapest commando they have. So people are going to buy it, and they're going to use it to trade it off. Another good example are colorful faces. If you see these faces, it's got color on them, so a lot of people want colorful faces because it adds a little pop. Same with colorful hair, colorful hats, and also these beautiful hairs. They do absolutely wonderful. These are great hats and super high in demand, so these are also really good items to start off with. Now if we go over to Rollimons and we look at a high demand item, let's say Valkyrie Helm for example, how to determine if this item is in demand? If you check on the description of this item, it will have a demand tab right here and the trend tab. This item is in amazing demand. As you can tell, this item is a really good item to go for if you're further into trading. That is basically how you tell if an item is in demand. Again, colorful hats that you see on a lot of players are in pretty good demand, and hats that are basically best selling. Now I want to go over the value and wrap, and I want to tell you how the item is going to raise or fall depending on your wrap or value. Now, Rollimons does have a Discord channel. Rollimons Discord is filled with a bunch of people that are willing to trade. It's filled with channels that tell you basically everything about an item and what its progress is going to be. You scroll down to the value request over here in the channels, it will show you what people are proofing. Proofing is basically saying, hey, my item is in pretty good demand, people are OPing for it, can we please get a raise on this item? Or hey, this item is doing bad, people are sending me it and wanting me to lowball my item for this, so hey, can you please lower this item or possibly make it a non-stable tag. Rollimons is also filled with lounges that you can help trading, you can post trading advertisements, and you can also go into announcements and see what they can do to help you trade. Rollimons, of course, is a great source into trading, and I do recommend it, and I hope it will help you trade as much as it helps me. Now I want to talk to you guys about overpaying and lowballing an item. So overpaying is basically going to be saying, hey, let's use Valk as an example. It has great, amazing demand, so people are going to want you to overpay for it, so that way, hey, I get that I have this really good item. I want you to pay me, let's say 115,000 value instead of 110. That's a 5k overpay, and that way you can use that to your advantage and say to the next person, and when you trade off the Valkyrie helm, say, hey, I want 120k, and that's a 10k OP, and you've already gained profit. But that only really works with really demand items. Now, a good example for lowballing an item would be Green Sidewinder. It is a rare, so not a lot of people really look at rares. Rares are dropping, and it's not the best items to go for. Now, if you're a rare trader and you want me to go over rares, please leave a comment down below and let me know if I should go into a more advanced trading guide for more advanced items, such as rares or higher end items such as Sparkle Times, Dominus, and I'd love to go over it for you guys. Now, the Green Sidewinder does have low demand, so I'm not really wanting to pay 120k for this item. Say, hey, I'm going to send you a trade and I want to send you 110k. That's lowballing an item, making that value person lose 110k. That item's gonna get them off that inventory, and they can use what you send them with either it's high demand items that you send them that's worth 120k or 110k, or you send them other items that's worth 110k, and they can use that to upgrade into something else better, get a better high demand item, have people OP into that item. It all coincides into each other, and it's really helpful. So that's another way to look at lowballing and overpaying on item. Now, I do hope this video helped you guys out a little bit as learning how to trade, and please let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to go over a more advanced trading guide that tells you more about the rares, the high-end items, and I'd love to get with you guys and do that video. Again, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.